Yo, it's your boy RONFLIPDAJUMPMAN, and I'm back with another Jumpman reaction video to the movie King Ivory, my kind of movie. Yeah, so King Ivory, most commonly referred to a 2025 action thriller film about fentanyl trafficking. It's going OD in America with this shit. So this crime thriller that exposes the epidemic of fentanyl trafficking, a drug often referred to by the street name King Ivory. So the plot follows a Tulsa police officer. Y'all know that city out there somewhere, Mexico, New Mexico, California, something like that. Lane West, as he battles a local criminal element in the Mexican cartel, which becomes personal when his son gets hooked on fentanyl. See, now he's taking it personal. So the story explores the intersection of law enforcement, criminals, addicts, and migrants. So American actor James Badge Dale, known in the King Ivory movie as Lane West, he's a good actor for cop roles. He's also a cop on this Netflix show series called Hightown. Go check that out too. Matter of fact, I need to do a review on that too. Shout out to my hairstylist Josh for putting me on to that one. And it's time for me to get my wig smoked. So, and he looks like a cop. He acts like a cop. So he found his niche in Hollywood. I'm not sure of any other roles that he may play in, but these last two, I've been seeing him doing cops, and he's pretty good at that, you know what I'm saying? But, so his face only looks familiar for me on Netflix, you know what I'm saying, on the Netflix show. But I have to see if he playing in the near future stuff or something coming up soon. So, in this movie, they got the Native American cartel. I never knew it was a Native American cartel, like running some drug shit. And then they got the Mexican cartels. And then they got a couple of Irishman people in this joint. And they even got a couple copper tone melanated ninjas all in this movie. You know what I'm saying? That brown skin, indigenous people of America. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they gonna always throw us in some of the bad guy roles. So I never knew fentanyl had all these nicknames. Common street names, you know what I'm saying, nicknames for fentanyl. Fatty, one T or two T's, Fent, Apache, China Girl, China White, Dance Fever, He-Man, Jackpot, Friend, Goodfella, Great Bear, King Ivory, Lollipop. All I knew was fentanyl, you know what I'm saying? Referring to the prescription addict lollipop form, Murder 8, Perk 30, Blues, M30, when pressing to fake pills. So, super common on the street. Snowman, they taking other drug nicknames. Tango and Cash, White Ladies. Man, that sound like cocaine nicknames. Dirty 30s, Fake Roxys, Fake Oxys, Oxy 30s, Chinatown, Poison. You know what I'm saying? When folks warn each other, you know what I'm saying? So I guess that's when they warn each other. And then the new Gen Z style slang floating around the block, nicknames like F-Null, F-Bomb, Flock, Press, Pill Dust, Sleepy Pill, Dropouts. Them Jones sound like some Gen Z nicknames. You know what I'm saying? They just let you know how disconnected I've been from the streets. And that's a good thing, especially these days and times. You know what I'm saying? But big note, bro. Most of the perks and Roxys and 30s is pressed blues out here now and not real pharmaceutical shit. They're like 90% fentanyl powder pressed with fillers to look legit, like they showed in the movie. That's why the OD rates jump. People think that they're taking one thing and then they get another. So just a little science fact, you know what I'm saying, to educate, you know what I'm saying. So keep your family and friends away from this shit, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of people been OD, and I done had some family OD from this shit because they cutting this shit. So how much stronger is fentanyl than heroin? Fentanyl is about 50 times more potent than heroin. Give or take, depending on the purity and formulation. So let me break it down to you. Like I'm presenting to like a boardroom or something, and the block at the same goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? So let the jump man goddamn get into this shit, you know what I'm saying? Because this is what this movie all about. King Ivory. They decided to take one of the street nicknames and make a movie out of it to try to show you the war. A never-ending war on this shit that ain't gonna never fucking end. You know what I'm saying? Just like they said, you take down one, another house gonna come up. So the potency and the breakdown for real numbers on this shit. So heroin, the average street heroin potency is 2 to 5 milligrams needed for a strong effect. Overdose, thread shed depends on the tolerance, but usually in the tens of milligrams. Now, fentanyl, King Ivory, Chinaman, Snowman. They taking cocaine nickname now. But the strong effect at 0.02-0.05 milligrams, 20 to 50 micrograms. That's overdose potential begins around 2 milligrams, meaning a dose smaller than a grain of salt can fold somebody instantly. There's some crazy shit that's going, like this shit got the crack epidemic looking like motherfucking a baby T-Rex compared to a motherfucking T-Rex. But the potency ratio on some quick math, fentanyl equals 50 times stronger than heroin. Tiny amounts hit harder and faster, absorbs quicker into the brain. Way easier to accidentally overdose. Damn. Boom. The real world translation. So basically, if heroin is a Honda Civic, fentanyl is a twin turbo Hellcat that someone handed you with no brakes. Heroin might hit slower, gives more warning, but fentanyl hits like, yo, you done already? That shit ain't no joke. King Ivory ain't no joke. So that's why the overdose numbers spiked in the last decade. That's why the SWAT team in the movie King Ivory is going crazy. Like, they feel like they fighting a non-ending war, but like the police officer was saying, he said, we just gonna keep on fighting. But they put some truth in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Right in the movie. So one point of the show, the cop's son, they made him get up and go to church the next morning. So the son, he's having a hangover from, you know, getting high and all this and that shit. So one Sunday, his mom trying to wake him up, you know what I'm saying? And he leaning over, he ain't even paying attention to the service. So he get up and be like, this is some bullshit. All y'all ties goes to this man, talking about the preacher, and his family. Pays for his kids' private schools, and his house, and his cars. Then he turns around and tell the whole entire goddamn congregation, all of y'all are sheep. Hey, not only did they put some truth of what's going on in the streets, but they put some truth about y'all sheep. People goddamn listening to that bound, B-O-N-D, religion, because that's what religion means, to bound, you know what I'm saying? Got you stuck in that so-called good book that don't want you to look at anything that's outside of it. You're getting, let me tap you on your forehead. You're getting exoteric knowledge, surface watered down knowledge to keep you asleep. Esoteric knowledge is the shit that's hidden from you. So King Ivory, my kind of move. I like it. Usually I rate from 1 to 5, but I'm gonna just say this motherfucker was lit. Go see it. Peace. I'm gonna jump, man. Wadu. How do I end this shit? Right here.